How do I get more views and more subscribers? We're going to talk about that today here on Clients Incoming. And today's question actually comes from a friend of mine named Tariq. He wrote me and he asked, how do I get more views and more subscribers? And the reason why he wrote me is because I sent out an email to the entire community saying, come share with me, email me back and share with me the biggest challenges you're having on your YouTube channel. Tariq emailed back and says, low views, low subscribers. Tariq is a person who uploads twice a week and sees what he believes to be very low views, usually in the low double digits. Now, before I jump into how we can fix this problem, I need to address something that all of you can benefit from hearing. Low double digit views may not necessarily be low depending on how new your channel is and how many subscribers you already have. Remember, if you're an entertainment channel who has 100 followers or subscribers and 15 to 20 people are watching every video, then you have an engaged subscriber base, meaning you are keeping enough of your audience around with the content that you are making to consider yourself somewhat successful. So at the very least, the subscribers that you do have are engaged, and that's very good. That should encourage you a little bit if you're a smaller channel. Now then, how do we fix this issue with low views and low subscribers that every single YouTuber is grousing about? I want to flip the script on you today and share a concept with you that's really going to help you understand the heart behind why you have low views and low subscribers. And it's probably not what you think. Many of you that I work with and many people that I've reached seem to think that their issue is I can't find a place to spam my videos. When you email me, you call it promoting, but let's call it what it is. I can't find a place to go spam people with my videos, and that's why nobody's watching. Not necessarily true. And I'm going to hit you with a scenario. Let's say getting YouTube views and subscribers was like getting a job. Let's say you were applying for a job with my company. I'm not hiring right now, by the way, but let's say you were applying for a job with me. I'm going to give you two scenarios. The first person comes into my job interview and says, hey, here's the 20 reasons why I'm awesome, and here's the 10 reasons why I was awesome at my last job and my previous jobs, and here's why you should hire me and why I'm the best candidate for the job that you're offering. Because remember, I'm very awesome, and I can't wait to show you how awesome I am. The second person comes into my office and says, I've been studying your company for the last 2 years while I built up the skills I believe I'm going to need to serve you. Here are the areas where your company's doing really well, and here are the areas where I think your company could use some help. And by the way, here's the areas specifically where I think I can help and how I think I can do it. Would you like to talk about bringing me on to help your company because I greatly believe in your vision? Now, if you were me, I don't have to ask you which two of those people you would hire. It's extremely obvious. You'd obviously hire the second one. Why? Because the second one took great interest in my company, took great interest in what I do, why I do it, and looking into how they can solve problems that I have with their skills instead of just coming in and telling me how awesome they are. And that's what most of you do, and most of us, we've all been guilty of this, do with your videos. You make these videos hoping that you're going to convince a bunch of other people that you're awesome and your videos are awesome, when that's not really the way the world works. You need to convince your audience that they are awesome, and that because they are so awesome, whatever interest they have is of great interest to you. And since I have a particular skill set or knowledge base or something I can add to the conversation that's of value to you, I can give you great content time after time after time because I understand greatly who you are, what you want, and what you need. And that's what almost every creator I work with has never done. They've never strategically looked at how they plan to attack YouTube. They just come on here, start dumping videos on the platform, hoping they can put a bunch of them on Reddit and Twitter and get people to look at it, and in the hopes that they will think I'm awesome. Some people might, but they'll think you're a lot more awesome if you're making content that they desperately need or want. And the only way you can make content that your audience needs or desperately wants is if you know your audience intimately. And that starts by understanding who is the audience you're going after. and then spending time with that audience in different communities, different places, maybe even in real life, and getting to know them, getting to know what their deepest desires, what their deepest needs are. And if you can do that, then you can create content that this audience wants to see. And guess what? I'm looking for and finding your content because you've created something that this particular audience wants so much. Now, I know some people will say, well, what about competition? Well, the way you work with competition is you position yourself. You find an area that this person, this audience wants desperately that someone else isn't already filling or isn't filling well. And then you make good videos that serve it well or that serve an area that's not being served that this audience desperately wants. That way, your videos will perform better in search and maybe even get promoted by YouTube. Okay, so these are the things that I want you to always keep in mind. You have to think strategically, and you have to think about who you're going to reach more than how you're going to reach them in the short term. Because once you know who you're going to reach, then you're going to easily know what to create, and then you're going to know how to reach them because hopefully you're going to be in the places where they are. So I hope all of you found that helpful. So if you're wondering where these questions are coming from, like I said, I put out an email to the entire Clients Incoming community asking everybody to tell me what your deepest needs were as a YouTuber. What were the biggest problems you were facing? Now, obviously, many of you came back with low views and low subscribers, but I think the questions were different enough where I can have varied answers as I'm addressing the low views and low subscribers. But like I always say, most of you don't have a low views and low subscribers problem. You have a strategy problem. You don't have an audience problem. You don't know who you're trying to reach or what you should be creating to understand how to reach them and to give them something that they want. Because trust me, you give somebody something that they really need or they want on a regular basis, then you'll have plenty of views and plenty of subscribers. Just look up how to tie a tie and see how many millions of views those people are getting, right? So always keep that in mind. Think with your audience first, not with you first. And I guarantee you will start doing better immediately. Hope you found this helpful, everybody. Be sure, as always, to subscribe here on YouTube for what are the biggest challenges you are facing. Your questions answered here live on Clients Incoming. I love all of you dearly. Remember that we are stronger than I will see you all soon. Have a good day.